at 11, I peaked at 111 kgs. And that weight then stayed. I used to get ragged. So they would keep calling me baby elephant every time I walked past. So I did the GM diet. I did it for 2 days. The third day I fainted. There cannot be even one day in our lives that should go by without exercise. If you're telling me that you can't give yourself 60 minutes in a day, you're living in denial.
What is something that is very overwhelming for people when they get on this weight loss journey?
Can we do it? I don't know if we can do it. It's very important for them to realize that they are only as healthy as their blood report.
Hello and welcome to the Dreamcatchers Show Season 2, where we capture inspiring stories, one dream at a time. Hosted by your very own Shalima Motial. Powered by The Resilient Investor. Associate sponsor Ritika, your health coach. Knowledge partners Global Indian International School. Media partner Crazy Talk. Supported by JQ Yachts. Flying Dolphin. Restaurant partner Olivia, Noah and Cake. Hair and makeup by Chandni Sahu. And as promised that we will keep getting inspiring personalities, today with us on the couch we have none other than Ritika, your health coach. Yes, you've heard this name so many times. She is a certified health coach and Precision Nutrition Level 1 accredited dietitian, recognized as one of Singapore's top health coaches. With experience at Mount Alvernia Hospital and Healthify Me, Ritika specializes in personalized nutrition and fitness plans that blend science, accountability, and compassion. She empowers clients to achieve lasting transformation through mindful eating, practical strategies, and unwavering support. I can vouch for that because I have gone through her training as well, and I lost the weight when I wanted to, beautifully so, without starving. So please help me welcome Ritika Shravan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me here. I can't tell you how happy I am to be on this today and be with you here.
So sweet. No, the pleasure is completely ours. This is one topic that no matter lunches with girlfriends, dinner parties, we all eat, have fun, and then talk about weight loss. Oh my God, I've gained so much weight, this, that. And I thought, who better to call than someone who's had a personal journey of weight loss, right? And so inspiring at that. So to let the viewers know, Ritika here, who looks fab and fit today, was 111 kgs at what height?
5'7".
5'7". So 111 kgs at 5'7" is big weight. And look at her looking all fab today. So we will hear from her. How has the weight loss journey been?
Well, I come from a Punjabi family.
Okay.
If anyone knows what that means, we're all about just eating, eating and eating.
Yes.
So there were no restrictions ever as a child given to me. If I was hungry, I would get what I wanted to eat. So I remember that in year 7, I was 70 kgs. Year 8, I was 80. Year 9, I was 90.
Oh my God.
Year 10, I was 100 kgs. And at 11, I peaked at 111 kgs. And that weight then stayed. Went on till my master's, 111. I had a lot of uncles, aunties, everyone telling me, Ritika, do something, it's time that you lost weight. But I was in a co-ed college, by the way. So I used to get ragged by all the boys. And I remember, because I was in Bangalore city, when you're walking on the roads, you have people, passing comments, and it was all Kannada over there. So they would keep calling me baby elephant every time I walked past. Somehow, Shalima, it didn't bother me. It didn't affect me because it was not eating into me at that point in time that 111 was a problem.
Right.
I should do something about it. And then there was this one turning point that came in my life where there's a love story now. I'm going to talk to you about that. My today husband, Shravan, I met him while I was in school in 10th standard. And
at that weight?
At that weight. So I met Shravan at 100 kgs.
Okay.
Yeah. And we started dating while I was in college at 111. Okay,
Wow.
so we dated for 7 years before we got married. But when he went to UK to study, I knew I had 1 year before he'd come back.
Huh.
That 1 year for me was that turning point. Now, what did I do? That is the funny part. And that's what probably brings me into doing what I'm doing today.
Right.
At that point in time, with the little knowledge that I had, it was the GM diet that I had heard of. In
Okay.
college, we kept hearing these girls who they wanted to walk the ramp, they would go on this GM diet. And
What
I'm
is GM diet?
Yeah, 1 day vegetables, 1 day fruits, 1 day this, just full day. You just do that for 7 days, and you do lose 7 kgs. Is what
In
was
7
promised.
days?
Yeah, which was what was promised.
Okay.
So I did the GM diet. I did it for 2 days. The third day I fainted. I fainted in front of my mother. I just collapsed. I was outright like on the floor.
Oh,
and she's like, what is wrong with you? Like, what are you doing to yourself?
Huh.
And then, because she got really worried, she's like, you have to meet somebody if you're really serious about this. And
okay.
that's how I met my dietitian, who is my mentor, my guide, the
Wow.
reason behind why I look this way today.
Right.
And after I met her is when my journey began with
And then there was no looking back. There was no yo-yo of gain, loss, nothing like that.
short-term goal, 365 days, 1 year before Shravan came back. I knew that I had to do anything and everything to see what I was capable of. And in
Right.
that 1 year, I lost 30 kgs. So it wasn't quick. It took its own time. I had my ups and downs. I mean, I don't think there's anybody who won't have their ups
Of
and
course,
downs. With
yeah.
So I was in college. My friends are going out to eat every day. What do I eat? What food am I going to get? Where am I going to get this? How is this going to be a part of a healthy diet? What is healthy? Is it what my dietitian has told me, or can I also eat out?
Right. So what does a healthy diet look like to you then and now?
Well, same. I can relate to that now better. So what my dietitian had then made me do, she would give me a portion of carbs, protein, fiber. At that point in time, I was doing a diet. I didn't have the understanding of what I was doing. She told me to do this and I was following it to the T. Because I didn't want to falter for those 365 days. I had a goal, which I needed to meet. At that point in time, I was just eating. She asked me, what do you cook at home? So I said, we make this, this, this. So she said, okay, I'm going to give you similar stuff because there can't be a special diet for you.
Right.
And therefore, I was eating the normal food that we would eat at home. Having said that, Punjabi family, we were eating a lot of meat, a lot of mutton, a lot of ghee, a lot of fried food, a lot of that. Of course, that was all, it was not a part of my diet. So today, if you ask me, what is a healthy plate? It is, a nutritious plate is a portion of your carbs, portion of your protein, portion of your fiber, all three together, along with the fat. Now, you cannot just have carbs and fiber and omit the protein and think that this is a healthy plate. It's not. It's not going to suffice. It's not going to do you any good. You are going to crave later if you don't have a good combination of these three things in your plate.
So people go off carbs. You don't suggest that?
Good for the ones that do, and I'm happy that things work for them also. But yes, in the long run, carbs is your sugar, which gives you energy. You cannot go off it, and especially not in your first 2 meals of the day. The last meal is okay because there's not too much activity happening after that, but you need to function through the day.
Right. So which foods should people focus on for a balanced diet? Like these days, people talk a lot about protein, right? Like protein shakes and just protein in all their meals.
Yeah.
Get away with fiber, get away with carbs. What do you have to say?
So, in my opinion, don't get away with anything. Do a good combination of all in your plate. Portion is the real game.
Right.
You will get your portion sorted and you're absolutely fine. Protein is the one macronutrient that aids fat loss. It helps with the satiety. You need it.
Right.
Don't omit it. But don't go all out and do only protein.
Right. So what is the healthier way of consuming vegetables, right? So someone who's having an early dinner, they say you need to keep a 3-hour gap between your dinner and your sleep time.
Yeah.
So what is the right time to consume vegetables? Is it in the afternoon, evening? And what's a healthy way to intake that?
The right time to eat vegetable is basically your fiber. Vegetables and salad is your fiber intake.
Right.
So breakfast, lunch and dinner requires the fiber.
All 3 meals?
All 3 meals. Not negotiable. You should have it.
So how do you take vegetables for breakfast?
So give me an example. What did you eat today for breakfast?
So I had bread omelette.
Add mushrooms, add spinach
In
to your
the
eggs.
omelette itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we do. So
Yeah.
that we do, like onions, tomatoes, and coriander,
So-
sometimes mushrooms.
Yeah, so I think the onions, tomatoes, and coriander is very minimal. You would be looking at this plate being filled with carbs, protein, and fiber. So you need a good portion of this in your plate.
So that's what is missing in our
Yes.
breakfast. Okay, got that right. Now tell me something. Lot of people do emotional eating, right? They can't manage their cravings. So how would you advise those people?
Again, people need to first understand, they need to have the knowledge of what is happening when they are emotional. What is going on with your body when something, let's put this in perspective. Let's give an example here, okay? Somebody is upset about something that happened at work. So this person's cortisol levels are rising and this person is getting extremely stressed out, due to which this person is then craving. This person will then at that point in time crave either salty food or sugar. Now, if you know that this situation in the office has caused me some stress and therefore I'm feeling this way, then you can beat it. But if you don't understand that and you just go and pick up whatever is the closest thing lying next to you, like if I'm stressed out right now, I can go and get that strawberry. It's looking very tempting to eat. But that's me not feeling guilty after I eat that.
Right.
Yeah. As against a chocolate bar lying there in the kitchen, you pick up a chocolate and you start eating that, you are going to feel even worse at the end of it because you're spiking your levels and then it's going to drop, come crashing down, and then you're going to wonder what to do about it. So what should this person do? If this person has the knowledge, it's very easy to handle it. But if the person didn't have the knowledge, then again, my advice to everybody here would be that try at that point in time to understand, am I really hungry? Or am I giving into something?
The stress level.
The stress, or am I tired? What's going on with me? Ask yourself that question. Do some breathing, some breathing techniques, because you already know that something at work has upset you. So do some deep breathing, the 4-second breathing, the box breathing. You can do that. Go for a walk, get out of that space, go for a walk for 15-20 minutes, come back, understand, am I still wanting this or am I okay?
Right. So what you're saying is knowledge is key.
Yes.
Once you understand your triggers, that you're going in for a box of chocolates or wafers or whatever it is it because you're hungry and craving that, or is it because you're emotionally distressed and you're trying to manage your stress with food, right?
Yes.
So now talking about managing stress and food together, what are good and bad foods? How would you categorize good and bad foods?
There are no good and bad foods.
Okay, that's
We will
good to
never
hear.
categorize it like that. We have to understand what we can do often and what we can do occasionally.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing good or bad. Yeah. What works for you, what makes you feel good after eating certain foods like the fried food or the sugary foods like your cakes, cupcakes. When eaten, how is it making you feel? And should you do this on a daily basis or you should do this only occasionally? What should you do often? What should you do occasionally? I think that's where you need to have the gap.
Beautiful. So you help your clients plan their meals and that changes their lifestyle and in turn manages their weight?
Yes, Shalima, because you know what? So many people don't even understand what they should put in their plate. So when I ask a working mother, what do you do? What's in your plate? What have you eaten for lunch? She'll just tell me that she's eaten some rice with veggies. So what did you cook for the children? Oh, there was chicken, there was rice, and there was veggies. Why didn't you eat it? No, I didn't have the time. I was on the go and I just had a few bites and I left. So it's important to understand that healthy plate, the balanced meal, and then incorporate this in your own life, which anyways you are probably cooking within your household for your family, but not giving that to yourself. So
Right.
you need to prioritize yourself over here and give yourself that importance.
Right. So now, as you spoke about the homemaker not prioritizing herself, there are corporate professionals who are traveling so much,
Yeah.
don't get the time to exercise,
Yeah.
are eating out. Do you also are able to then help plan a meal for them?
Yes, definitely. So the clients that we have, it's very important for us to let them know that we understand that you're not eating at home all the time.
Right.
So if you were to eat out, please send us the menu. We will choose your meal for you. And in the meal that we will choose for them, there will be a portion of carbs, protein and fiber, all based on what they've had before, what they're going to be doing later. So it's good to be in sync. We handhold 24 hours. So we are with our clients 24 hours. So we know exactly what's going on with them.
Right. So that was my next question, that how can we balance eating out with healthy choices or healthy habits?
You'll be surprised, okay? I just went to McDonald's 2 days back. I was passing by there and I walked in there because my son wanted something from there, yeah? And he ordered a burger from there. So I was like, okay, you want to eat the burger? Go ahead and eat it. So I went in there and I told that lady, I said, give me this. Just make sure that the lettuce and the tomato that you're putting in there, put 3 times the amount that you're putting in, okay? Because they're combining it inside, in front of you, right? There's the bun, there is the patty, there are vegetables. It's not pre-made and kept. So there's somebody there who's making it. So I told them, I said, put 3 times the vegetables into it, put the patty on, remove the mayo. I don't want the mayo in there. And give me that burger. My son wanted just the patty. Basically, that's the flavor, right? They don't care about anything else. So I said, okay, just give me that. So you can actually tailor make anything for yourself. You're in a restaurant. Anybody will do anything to fix it for you. They will bend backwards. You go to a restaurant and supposing we went to an Indian restaurant, most of the time, the vegetables over there are filled with oil. Like there is a layer floating on top, right?
And spices.
Absolutely. Now, should you be having that and thinking that you're consuming the right amount of fiber and it's doing you good? Definitely not, because it's filled with oil, right? So what should you choose? I've gone so many times and I'm like, okay, just give me some sorted vegetables, boil some vegetables, or just give me your salad, cut up a cucumber and just give it to me. They're very happy to do it. They don't even charge half the time to do these things. So I don't know why people are not asking that awareness, that ask in front of your colleagues when you're sitting in a restaurant. Are you getting a little uncomfortable asking? I think it's us realizing what we want for ourselves.
Absolutely. No, I've had many friends who very openly, just recently in India, openly, I'm on a diet, I won't take anything except this. And then you respect their choices, right? And then you don't force them to eat something that they don't want to.
Yeah.
Great. So how important is movement and exercise in healthy living?
So there are 5 fundamentals, Shalima, to fat loss. Okay, if we understood this, then that will automatically answer that question.
Okay.
The first fundamental is your diet. Okay, where we've spoken about the healthy plate, right portions. The second fundamental of fat loss is your exercise. There cannot be even one day in our lives that should go by without exercise. And exercise doesn't mean do pull-ups, push-ups and all of that. It just means go for a walk. This is non-negotiable. You cannot not exercise every day. Exercise has got to be that part of your life which is equivalent to you brushing your teeth. And until and unless it doesn't become that, this is a lost battle. So your question again was, how important is movement? You have to move. And then again, it comes back to asking, is a walk enough? Can we just walk every day? Is that okay? Because anyways, I'm walking to work. I walk for 15 minutes. No, 1 hour. Give yourself 1 hour. If you're telling me that you can't give yourself 60 minutes in a day, you're living in denial. How can you not give yourself 60 minutes of some movement every single day? And then should it just be a walk or should it be more than a walk? The best way to exercise is a combination of cardio with strength training. So movement wise, if you think of movement as exercise, non-negotiable 60 minutes. Should it just be a walk? Well, to start with, it's all right because you've not done anything else. But as we progress, it needs to be a combination of cardio along with strength training.
Right. And so you were talking about 5 fundamentals.
The third one would be your water intake, which again, nobody knows how much water they should be drinking. So
I've heard it's a liter for every 25 kgs of your weight, right?
It's 35 times per kg current body weight.
Can you give me exactly the units per weight that one needs to consume?
So let's take, for example, a person at 70 kgs of weight. You multiply that by 30 to 35. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when you multiply that, you get 2.1 liters to 2.5 liters. Yeah?
Okay.
So 2.5 liters being the amount that you should be drinking, approximately, maybe a little bit here or there, but that's the approximate water that you should be getting per day. So that's my minimum consumption daily.
Right.
Keeping in mind that I don't have any heart condition or any such thing. Okay, it changes for people depending on medical conditions. So that's the third fundamental. First being diet, second being movement, exercise, third being your water, fourth is your sleep. God-given gift to just rest, recover, repair. And everyone just takes that for granted. Everyone wants to watch Netflix at night. Everybody has this fear of missing out at night, and everyone wants to do everything else but sleep. This is your body repairing normally in its own time, in its own way, and we've got to respect that.
Right.
So that's the fourth fundamental. And the last one is your stress levels. There's no human being in this world who doesn't have stress. I think finding your coping mechanism is what is important. And everyone needs to find that. For some it's dance, for some it's just going to a coffee shop and sitting alone against a wall. I have some clients out of work, they're so stressed out, they just go and sit in Starbucks and they take this particular table which just looks at the wall, their back towards everybody else. They just feel good.
There are other better practices like yoga, meditation,
Yes.
walk in the
Yes.
park, right?
Absolutely.
So managing stress is super important.
Yeah.
Sleep, now tell me something about sleep. I have heard that the best time that your body repairs is between 10 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So the myth that 7 hours is enough no matter what time doesn't work anymore. It has to be set specific time every single night.
Yeah.
It can't be like 1 a.m. one day, 11 p.m. one day, whatever.
Yeah. Ayurveda believes that. Okay.
Right.
And according to Ayurveda, you should be sleeping at a particular time and waking up at a particular time. And it's best to sleep by 10 at night. Now, let's look at life today for everybody. Nobody is doing that. Nobody can do that. How can you be so routine that you'll shut down and you will actually fall asleep? Well, that's the best way to go. But if you can't do it, it's not about the number of hours. It's about the quality, not the quantity. So as long as you are waking up in the morning and feeling like an Energizer bunny and you are ready to kill the day, that's all that matters. You've arrived. That's how you should be feeling in the morning. Then it's non-negotiable, right? You can't wake up in the morning and say, oh no, I'm just feeling so drained out. I can't exercise. I can't do this. No. Then you have not slept enough and you haven't got good sleep.
What motivates people to stick with healthy changes and how do you help them stay committed?
Again, I think with whatever I have seen in the past, I think what helps people is short-term goals and easy things that they can do while they are in a mess. How do we help over here? We make sure that you are accountable to us. We are in touch with you 24 hours. You can reach us at any given point in time. Tell us exactly where you are. Send us the menu. We will choose the food for you so you know exactly what you should be eating and you're not feeling guilty after that. This is your environment right now. You have to choose within this. You can't get anything special made for yourself. And so eat it. But then make sure that after that, we will find a time for you in the day where you're done with work and you go and exercise. You get that little bit of, when people who are traveling, I think getting 1 hour in sometimes can be difficult for them because they're taking flights, they're jet lagged, all of that. We understand for 1-2 days. I tell them it's okay, take it easy on yourself. But at that point in time, I also bring their calories down a little bit so that they're not feeling uncomfortable, acidic, bloating. So we help them in such a way that they never feel that they are alone.
Beautiful.
One thing that I wanted to tell you is, during my journey of my weight loss with my dietitian, every time I would meet with her, I had to borrow money from my mom to go and consult. Okay, so I had to pay. I was a college child at that time, right? So she would tell me what she wanted to, and then I would implement. But then, if ever I went out for a meal with my friends from college, I would end up starving because I didn't know whether I could eat that was available over there. Or I would just say that anyways, I'm not going to be able to meet her now. So let me just go all out and eat whatever there was present, with my friends at that point in time. So there was a lot of times that I was either starving or I was eating too much because I didn't know. Okay.
Right.
And that is what made me realize that when I am doing this for others, okay, we need to make sure that we are with them at every given time. Like they should be able to reach us 20 times a day to ask us, if they can do this in another way, or whether they're doing it correctly if they're out of their comfort zone. Because being out of your comfort zone doesn't mean you need to starve, and it doesn't mean that you need to binge eat. It just means that you need to understand what you can do with food and exercise while you're outside and still go on the same way, still get the results that you want. Make sure that you're losing the weight that you want, or whatever your goal might be. You're doing it right and feeling good, waking up energized. So that's what brought me to
that's the healthy living part, right? So sometimes when we have short-term goals for a wedding, for a birthday or whatever, it's done and then you're back to your big weight again. So that's not a continuous way of living, up and down, yo-yo and stuff. Now tell me, what is something that is very overwhelming for people when they get on this weight loss journey? What was, maybe the most overwhelming thing for you when you started your weight loss journey?
The feeling that, how is it going to happen? This is so much. Like, I'm 111. I need to be like at 60 kgs. How do I lose this weight? How am I going to do it? And how long is it going to take? I don't understand whether it's going to happen. It's a lot of thoughts going on. And she's going to make me exercise. No, I can't exercise. Exercise was my biggest enemy when I started. So I was not willing to exercise. She sat me down and she said, you have to walk. I said, no, I'm not going to walk. I actually sat there and I said, I'm not walking. You change my diet. You do what you want with my diet. Anyway, I'd done the GM diet and fainted. So I was like, it's all right. You change whatever you want and I will do it. I am not walking. And she told me, you have to. You have to, and you at least start with 15 minutes. Imagine.
Wow.
Because I was bargaining with her. She said, you start with 15 minutes.
Just 15 minutes.
For the first 1 week, I lost 2 kgs. At the end of the first month, I lost 6 kgs because I was obese. I didn't understand that's all water retention. I didn't understand nothing.
Right.
But after I saw that 6 kgs, I was thrilled. I was ecstatic. And I thought that going forward next month, maybe I'll lose 7 or 8. That's not how it works. That's all the water weight that's going the first month, right? So what is overwhelming for everyone is very different. But these are the things that we generally see even with people. Can we do it? I don't know if we can do it. Then I have this emotional thing. I'm living with my mother-in-law. I get so many of these answers that I have to eat what's made at home. I can't say no. So many problems. But you have to find a midway, and that's what we do for them.
Lovely. So how do you help your clients identify their why for wanting to be healthier?
So Shalima, it's very important for them to realize that they are only as healthy as their blood report.
Blood report,
yes.
Right.
Now, once you get your blood report, if anything is written in bold over there, even if it's your vitamin D, B12 deficiencies, thanks to COVID today, I think 99% of us today have vitamin D deficiencies.
For sure, yeah.
But if it's there, sort that out first. Everything else after that is cosmetic. In the sense, some people will come to me and tell me that, oh, my arms are so big, my thighs are so fat. The men, I want 6-pack abs, I've got a little bit of a belly, but I can't give up beer, all of that. But these are the people who do have an issue with their blood report. Now, if you do have that, we will get to that first.
Okay.
Let's just leave out everything else. But if you don't have anything in there, then let's look at what else you're chasing.
Right.
So the why, again, your question is about what they want and how they want to look at it. I just want to be thin. But then if you have a medical condition here, once you sort that out, you'll automatically bring down body fat.
Right.
So let's get to that.
Right. And I'm sure you get clients who come and say, I don't know. For everything, right? How many hours can you exercise, or can you give up ice cream and this and that? They come to you, they want to lose weight, but then they're like, I don't know. So do you get those kind of clients as well when setting goals especially?
Then again, it comes back to the education and the 5 fundamentals of fat loss, without which they're going to not achieve what they want.
Right.
And then if you can't exercise, like I didn't want to exercise, you start with only this much. Just do it for 7 days. Let's just see where we get in 7 days. After 7 days, if it doesn't happen this way, then we'll work it your way. So it's about giving a little bit here, understanding them, because they are all apprehensive. They do have certain inhibitions of going all out and doing certain things out of their comfort zone. So when we are educating them on this, we just give them a short-term goal and say, just do it for 7 days. But for 7 days, just dedicate yourself to it fully. As long as you give us your 100%, we will give you our 200%. We won't let you fall. And if you fall, we'll be there to lift you up.
Lovely. So what is a comprehensive service that your company provides? Ritika helps the clients with in terms of diet, exercise, the entire meal plan. What is it exactly that you do?
So we, at Ritika, your health coach, we definitely take care of their diet. I think our USP would be accountability. We definitely are tracking what is going on every other hour with our client. Even if they don't reach out to us, we will reach out to them. And we reach out to them on WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay.
So we constantly message. Some clients of mine, we've even reached out on WhatsApp a couple of times, not got replies, and then given them calls.
Right.
Because we just want to make sure that you're just getting it right. It's not like we don't trust. Of course, you've come to us with a goal. You're willing to do it right. It's just that, we both need to be in sync with what's going on. The timings are very important. We need to make sure that it all happens correctly.
Right.
So I think our USP would be accountability, that they are accountable to us and we are constantly with them. Constantly. Even if they didn't want us after some time, we are there making sure that it happens.
And that's when you see results. You're bound to see results.
Shalima, you won't imagine so many clients, of mine, they actually break down. They break down when we're speaking with them, when we're constantly checking, did you do this? Did you do that? Like, nobody cares. Nobody's asked us. No, I'm just so thankful that you're asking me these questions. And if you all were not there, how would we do this? They break down because the problem may not be the food. It's just the outside. You peel that onion, get to the core. The problem may be something else. And we help. We help there. We also offer counseling help. Okay, so when somebody wants some sort of help, we also give that. So it's a holistic way of doing things. I'm personally not a certified fitness coach, but of course I do know how your fitness should look for you, given the fact that you've probably not done anything before coming to me. I have a lot of clients who are self-motivated. Oh my God, when they come to me, they have come just to lose 2 kgs, or they've just come to tone up a bit before an event that's happening 45 days later. So these are self-motivated people. They know how to play this game. They just need a bit of guidance, as against the others who don't know how to do it properly. And for them, it's very important to lay it all down, make it easy, tell them that don't worry, we're there. Just have the faith, because the magic is you.
Absolutely. My next question was, what's the difference between coaching and therapy in your practice?
Easy to answer that. Therapy is help somebody heal. Coaching helps people grow.
Oh, wow. Okay, may I ask you to please repeat that, looking into the camera to the viewer watching?
Therapy is helping people heal, whereas coaching is helping people grow.
And we want everyone to heal and then grow, right? That's lovely. So how can families introduce healthier eating habits together?
So when you were doing the program, when you started eating the way you were expected to eat, did you introduce it to everybody else in the house? Did they have a different cuisine, or they were eating the same?
I think we were all eating the same, barring, some additions here and there of a few things.
That's all it is. That one person needs to understand, who's probably taking care of the kitchen, and automatically everybody in the household gets only that to eat. Doing a kitchen cleanup is very important, especially with young children in the house. You can't be stocking junk, chips and biscuits and all of that. If you're going to keep that, that's a child. The child doesn't even understand too much. They're just going to be like, okay, Ma kept this there, let me just go and get it.
Get it, absolutely.
Yeah. So why do we keep these things? Not just households, Shalima. Corporates, go to the corporate kitchen. You will be shocked.
There are donuts and there are croissants and oh my God.
You open that fridge, you have granola bars, you have just anything and everything that is sugary kept in that fridge, available to anybody at any given point in time. I have clients calling me from work and saying, I forgot to carry my fruit, what can I have? I said, what do you have around you? Please, can you tell me what you have? They've actually taken a picture of the fridge in their office, in the pantry, and sent that to me. They just have junk. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but nothing out of that. Can you get some dates? Can you please have that instead? So there's just What are people doing?
Right. So, how do you help clients avoid the quick fix aspect of it? Okay, we've lost 4 kgs for this wedding and then shoop, back to the old habits and old ways of living. What is that one thing that they need to consider to make a mindset shift? Because it's not just 5 kgs, 6 kgs, 'cause that's going to come back if you're not changing a lifestyle, the way you live, right? That mindset shift. So, what would you advise people?
I'll give you an example here. Again, another client. She came to me just before she was getting married, and she said that, Ritika, I have 45 days. I want to lose 8 kgs in 45 days.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, what are you willing to do? How much time do you have? Because you have your wedding functions and everything else. So she said, I have this much, but I don't have too much time because I have this function, that function, etc., etc. I said, but you know what? In 45 days, if you're going to be losing 8 kgs, what is that going to do to your face? Have you ever thought? You're going to lose that glow that you currently have, and you're not going to look as nice as you're looking right now. Don't worry. Just don't worry about it. I want this quick fix. Makeup will take care of it.
Oh my God.
It's so important to tell them that quick fixes are good, and it probably does work for a few people. GM diet worked for a lot in my college days, those days. They didn't faint.
Okay.
Okay, they lost. They lost weight and they were feeling good about it also. But within the next 30 days, they put on that weight also.
Exactly, because it's not something you can carry on for the rest of your life.
Your life is about sustainability. Whatever we are doing today, if we can't sustain it over a period of time, we're going to go back to where it was. So these fad diets, quick fixes don't work. They don't work. But then again, what's the goal at that point in time? Is it that GM diet, 7 kgs that you want to lose over 10 days and you're okay to then be a certain way for one event and then go back to gaining it? So what's the goal again?
Right.
So I think explaining to them what is going to happen in the long run and what then is sustainable, is what lasts, is important.
Okay, so there are some people who want to lose weight, who know how to lose weight. They just need that little push on the other side, right? To start doing it and then to live that journey through. What's your advice for people like that?
Start. Once you see that little bit of change in you where you're feeling energetic, you feel like you've lost a little bit on the scale, you're feeling less tighter on the tummy, automatically you will be motivated to do better. So we'll walk this slowly, steadily, sustainable, long-term changes.
And with compassion.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now coming back to your story of losing all that weight and then maintaining that, and then of course there was a huge mindset shift, right? That you have maintained that and now you're in this journey to help others lose weight and live a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
So how many times did you yo-yo back, or were you disciplined from the word get-go? What was it about?
I never want to go back to that.
Right.
And that becomes
The driving factor.
Yes, absolutely. In my mind, that I would never go back there. Moreover, this is today my lifestyle. Now we're talking about me here, so this is today my lifestyle. I'm not going to change it for anything. Punjabi family, I go to any auntie's house, please eat this. I made this specially for you. This is made with so much love. Please have that. For some time, I did give in while I was losing those 30 kgs here and there, just one bite, just take this. Now I'm like, no. I said, however rude this might sound, you're not paying my hospital bills. I am. I'm taking care of my health. I don't need to be there to please your emotions and eat what you've made for me. This sounds really rude and I know that, but at the end of the day, I think we need to respect what we eat. You are what you eat. If that food in front of you is not given that respect, I know so many people who sit with a plate in front of them and they're watching TV or doing something on their phone. How can you do that? How can you not give that meal the importance that it needs? It is what is making you today. People don't get it. They will understand this, and slowly, slowly, when they start seeing that change in themselves, they will make this their lifestyle. We're all getting there. Life is moving that direction. Everyone is very well aware of things today. I think one thing that every human being needs to remember is the body only achieves what the mind believes. You are what you eat. You are the magic. It's you. You just need somebody to guide you after understanding deeply what is the challenge that you're going through, and then walk this journey with you.
Beautiful. That was lovely. Thank you so much for your time. This was a delightful conversation.
Thank you, Shalima, for having me over. I can't tell you how happy I am to be here with you.
Oh, thank you. Mutual Admiration Society. Anything else you want to share with us? Please feel free to do so right now.
I think you all can reach the numbers.
Yes, absolutely. We'll share the link.
Yeah.
And anyone who wants to now get on this health journey, transformation, mindset shift, not just for a wedding or a birthday or for a short time, but a change in lifestyle to live a healthier, longer life with your family, happily so. We will tell you how to reach out to Ritika, and she will guide you, her team will guide you. She has done that for so many people across age groups and across borders. So it could be Singapore, Dubai, India, wherever you're sitting at and watching this right now. You want to start living a healthier life, reach out to Ritika. I can vouch for it. I lost my weight. I've gained back a little bit. I'm going to lose it again and show you how beautifully this works. I didn't have to starve a day in my life to have lost that weight. And I wish you all the very best in your life, a happy, healthy life. Stay tuned. Keep watching us. Follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. We are all over the place. Apple, iTunes, and even a blog on Medium. Thank you. See you again soon. Bye-bye. Shalima Motial signing off.
I want six-pack abs. I want all of that.
Ah!
Tell me if I'm speaking too much or if I'm saying something wrong.
No, this is perfect. I have never been that skinny, even before marriage, as I was with her when I joined her. So it was like incredible.